Well, I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
That's a really good question. I don't know it.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, the best part of it is obviously to go to parties and get to meet interesting people that are working on interesting projects.
Of course, the vibes, the people.
New people, new blood, new excitement.
When you feel the energy, you realize there is something bigger than yourself happening here.
Oh my gosh.
It depends what kind of dance. What do you have in mind?
Do you like dance?
I think Synthetics has probably one of the most decentralized governance structures, right? And so I said, okay, I think it's time for me to step back and stop making day-to-day decisions, and that didn't work out that well.
Yeah.
Not because the protocol wasn't making the right decisions, it was, like the council was making the right decisions, but there was a disconnect between the core contributors who are actually implementing the things that the community is saying they want and the kind of prioritization.
Yeah.
And so there's still humans that need to be coordinated, and I don't know that we've got like good decentralized structures for doing that low-level coordination. That still requires like human involvement.
The mechanism isn't even the important part. A lot of people get lost in the technology. It's more about the culture, right? Like people think, oh, a DAO's not actually decentralized, or like it's just a multi-sig. That's not what matters, because that's just like looking at what it is literally. But the special thing about DAOs is what emerges out of the people coming together, the incentives, right? It's about a culture of transparency, a culture of like positive sum, you know, like instead of a culture of competing for the pie, you go to the kitchen and make more pie.
Build it together.
That's the same meme.
Build together pie.
Yeah, so you make more pie for everyone.
pies.
Yeah,
Okay.
so don't fight for the pie, because that's what.
Let's build more pies.
That's what like all the existing institutions right now, like they want us to just fight for the pie, because they're keeping all the pies for themselves, and you guys can fight over this one, but they don't want people to know that we can take theirs too.
The Internet of Information changed everything about our society, because we now have computer networks that can send information across a computer network, and so that disrupted entertainment, media, politics, anything that relies on information in society. And now we have the Internet of Value. We can send value across a computer network, and there's so many things in society that rely on value transfer, not just speculation and investments, but jobs, insurance, and I'm just really excited about the opportunities of reinventing value transfer to be more regenerative. And that's the design space that keeps me excited about working on Ethereum every day, and excited to be back in 2015.
And at the moment, I'm actually really interested in thinking about the legal questions surrounding NFTs, because we're actually seeing more and more that there is this kind of like fraudulent behavior, or like people minting the work of other people, or pretending that, you know, they're creating a smart contract that is then hijacking the NFT from someone else by pretending that it was minted by someone else, etc. So it's very interesting to look at the extent to which those fraudulent behavior that can be done are not easy to address by relying on traditional intellectual property such as copyright or trademarks.
Hopefully it ends up being tools for good. I think a lot of that is by trying to enforce community values and spread the values that the Ethereum community has always believed in. Ethereum allows something that really is fundamental and isn't talked enough about, which is changing the game of game theory. The classic prisoner's dilemma, you know, assumes that you can't coordinate, but Ethereum allows you to coordinate by having credible commitments that you commit to on chain. And so I think that's really a game changer for, you know, the sort of institutions. And so yeah, I'm bullish on that. We'll see. I mean, it's still early days.
Thank you.